Hey guys, StrainZex here with another video for you today, and today we're gonna be doing something a little bit different today. Today I had this thought in my day for the last couple of days, like 3, 4, 5 days. During making one of my other videos, and just it dawned on me, it hit me, and I know a lot of other YouTubers and other people have been talking about this, but today I just really want to talk about AI and how they could have easily, well, how vastly different this game would be, and how easily this would have made this game like a million times better and just more interesting and more fun, and like all the creative things we could have done with AI, especially with modding support that we're getting now, of course, and all the creative stuff we could have done with this if the game shipped with AI. I mean, I'm pretty sure we'll get AI eventually later, if not by the developers from Tuxedo Lab, um, but by, of course, modders, of course. Obviously, modders will either reverse engineer or just start from the ground up to make their own, AI. But pretty much today I want to talk about like how vastly different this game would be with the combination of the base game plus AI. Like pretty much, um, just I would think it would have been. I'm sure a lot of people would also agree. The game would be 1,000 times better and much more entertaining if we had a combination of smart AI and dumb AI and moderate or basic AI. Like even just the dumbest of AI would have made this game still extremely entertaining. And if we of course had AI at the base game at the start, then of course we would have a crap load of mods where eventually AI will be pretty much attacking AI and having giant AI battles on maps. But that's not really what I want to talk about. We all want AIs we can battle and attack in this game and destroy the environment with and have friendly AIs and all that jazz. What I want to talk about is the base game itself, like the pretty much the developer's vision of this game, and how taking out the AI was kind of a mistake. And I mean, I understand that that's what they want to do. They want to, take out AI and make their own game, their own dream, and all that. And of course, the game is still a huge success. It's an awesome game, and I love it to death, obviously, because I keep making videos of it. But I just really wanted to talk about, again, AI on the base game, and probably wondering why I haven't done any videos on the base game itself without mods. Well, simple answer is other channels have already done that and beat the thing like 100 times over by now. But I know I could have done that at the beginning, but I felt like that would have been you know, just a not a cliche, a basic, simple channel. I wanted to do something a little bit different to show off all the cool mods and ideas that people come up with. But pretty much what I want to show is just this, really. So like I said, we already know about the AI and everything, and how good AI would make this game, and how it would have been cool to have AI in the game, programmed, like, as you can see here. I'm sorry if the quality's bad, the thing keeps rendering. I don't know why it does that, it's so annoying. Sorry for any background noise, it's always a problem. But yeah, see how the enemies or the AI interact with the world, and even sounds and destruction of the environment and all that jazz. So as you see, the person's shooting something at the building, and the environment breaks, and the AI go look at it, and they investigate it. So I just pretty much want to talk about how cool it would have been to have AI, pretty much in the game, and I'll go ahead and try to, well, you already obviously see a demonstration right here. The AI, hear something, see something destroyed. Like how cool it would be to have pretty much, I guess, Metal Gear Solid, or any type of stealth game to where you interact with the environment. For example, shooting the lights and an enemy AI go towards it and investigate it, and you take them out silently, or go loud or whatever. But I want this to pretty much go into the base game, how the game itself, is. The main game is just break into this facility, get this, get that, and leave the facility. And you, of course, have optional objectives to get. But I want to pretty much like say how cool and awesome it would have been to have like basic AI, and as you advance through the levels, the AI would get smarter and smarter and smarter. And eventually, there'll be more AIs you would have to deal with, and like AIs would have a limited set like of noise distance they can hear. You would have like a sound meter and a visual meter, and like pretty much sneaking around the map. So not only do you have to avoid, you know, AI and make your pathway to like getting, you know, the objectives, the cards or computers or whatever, and then getting back to the van, but you would also have to dodge AI, and then like if the AI spot you, the alarm starts and they start chasing you around the map and stuff, and like even the smarter AI will try to like block like routes you probably planned, and like if it sees like a giant hole, it would just, you know, go to that hole and stand guard there. Of course, if the AI catch up to you and get close enough, if they, you know, get close enough to you, they could capture you and you pretty much fail the mission. So, you know, I just think it would have been cool to like have different types of AI like this that interact with the environment and everything. So yeah. Alright, now I do want to talk a little bit about the like AI in general, and just like how awesome it would be to have, you know, AI enemies, of course, because without AI in this game, it'll pretty much people will eventually get bored of just, you know, blowing cars and buildings up and crashing stuff into buildings and cars and doing, you know, bigger and bigger heists with higher difficulties and more challenges. But, you know, people eventually get tired of all that and will want more from the game, or they'll just move on. That's, you know, it's not true. I mean, eventually people get tired of, you know, all games, but you know, AI, of course, would add so much to this game, and I understand why, and possibly why the developers check out AI, because either they just want to really work on it and make it perfect, as good as they can get it, and, you know, perfect and all that stuff, or they just didn't really want to put AI in the game, and I don't know. We won't know for sure unless they already told us why they don't want AI in the game or why they took it out. But we know recently that they took out the spider AI. Well, not recently, a couple updates ago. But, yeah, pretty much we all know what AI can add to the game. And a lot of people have said it, including myself, including Blue Drake. This game would be possibly the best zombie game out there. Like, the environment's, you know, crazy, awesome, destructible, looks good. The game just looks amazing. And the worlds, I actually got done talking recently with a modder, aka Cheezins, and I asked him, you know, few things about, you know, the project he's working on that I don't want to spoil. But, you know, a question came up in my head. I asked, how big can you make the worlds in Teardown? He said to me, you can make them infinite, but it just depends on how long you want to set the loading screen. So, you know, that kind of just blew my mind. Like, so apparently Teardown has like, infinite world. You can pretty much just make it endless. So I'm pretty sure it does have a limit, but I guess they didn't really, you know, none of the modders really have gone to test that, but I'm not sure. I can't really say anything about that because I'm not a modder, and you know, I talk to the modding community, but I don't talk, you know, in depth about the game engine and all that stuff. But like that gives me so many ideas. Like, we can make this game. It's pretty much Minecraft, but with ray tracing enabled all the time, and the entire environment's destructible, minus the ground. Ground can be, I mean, the ground technically can be completely destructible if you make a level completely out destructible stuff like dirt or bricks or rocks or even metal. But this gives me so many ideas. Like, we could literally make Teardown into Minecraft. People have already started making, you know, Minecraft levels, but people also made you know, diamond pickaxe, iron sword, all that stuff, and someone's even made a month ago now or so, the Minecraft HUD, which was pretty cool. I showed it off in one of my Teardown videos. But yeah, hold on, just want to show this off. I don't want you to just stare at a blank screen the entire time. But yeah, that's so many cool things that we can do with this. But as you see here, AI will add so many different things to the game. And of course, like I said, the spiders were removed, and you can no longer put the spiders in the game unless someone saved the files before the update that removed them. Then possibly maybe, but as of right now, we can't. Hold on, sorry, it's just a bit loud. Yeah, this adds so much potential. Like, look at this. This is old footage from early development of the game, and the developer obviously testing AI and everything. And there's obviously more AI like this, and it boggles the mind. Why would they not add the AI? I mean, it adds so much potential to the game. It adds hazards, it adds enemies, it adds, adds environmental challenges, and obviously enemy challenges, NPCs, and all that stuff. It adds, more depth to the game. Not only do you have to do these side objectives in a certain amount of time, but you have these enemies that could possibly disrupt you and get in your way, and possibly even I can't say the word. Pretty much just, stop you in your mission to, like, get money and be a crook and break into dangerous places. Yeah, this adds so much to the game. It would be amazing. I would love it, but not just like ground AI and NPCs, but also the helicopter. There could be so many things added to this game. Like, imagine like during one of the missions you have to escape the police. Like, just imagine that you have to like get into a truck and like drive your vehicle around and try to like outrun the police. Like, there's just so much potential this game has, and as far as I'm concerned, or everyone else is, it's going to like either the developers will have to do it or the modders will have to do it. The modders will have to pretty much mod in everything that a lot of people would like to have in the game, and bring out the game's full potential by adding AI, weapon systems, and a bunch of other cool features that would be awesome to have in this type of game. But yeah. Alright, now that we're back in the game, I just want to like talk a little bit more about this AI, the AI, adding AI to the game, and how it can improve the game and add much more, fun stuff to do in the game, and not have the game like die. I mean, not that the game's gonna die out anytime soon. There's still a lot of people enjoying the game and messing around with mods and everything, but for the base game, for the people who just love the base game, like just not enough content. I mean, it's pretty much all the missions are practically the same. Get objective A, B, C, and D, and then that's it. So yeah, pretty much I wanted to just go over like a little bit more cool things, like little AI features for this type of game. Like, for example, AI, you can like, I was talking about earlier, the noise mechanic, like adding different things to the environment. Like, for example, let's see. For example, like there's a fire meter in the game, right? So if you set things afire, the meter would go up. But I don't think this is one of the maps that have a fire meter on it. But like the fire meter will go up, and like enemy AIs, will be alert to that fire, and they'll, go towards it, and like they can go and put out the fire with fire extinguishers and stuff. Like, that's another cool like little mechanic you could like utilize into the game. Like, say for example, there's too many AI in this one area, so you can go ahead, start fires. Like, say for example, just start a fire over here, and then once the meter fills up full enough, enemy AI will move to that location, and then of course you can go ahead, move around, and start a fire some other spot. Like, that would be pretty cool. Like, while the enemy AI are putting that out, you can go ahead and like break into the facility, break to where you have to get to while they're distracted by fire, and you go on your merry way and get objective or whatever. So that's like another cool little thing. But not only that, you can utilize obviously the noise meter that could be added in, to where the AI have a certain distance where they can hear a noise. Like, technically they should be able to hear like a loud noise anywhere across the map. So for example, if I planted a remote charge over there, and if I wanted to get into part of the facility without enemies noticing me, I can go ahead and just detonate that. Most of the enemies will hear that, if not all of them. Then you would wait a couple of minutes for them to like go over there to check out the area, and then you can go ahead and like break in. You know, just break into where you need to go to. Hopefully, you know, someone's not around to hear that, so you can just try to break into the facility and use like silent weaponry and stuff, like this laser cutter, for example. Go ahead, open the door, and you know, maybe grab a computer or something. Yeah, it's just, you know, a few different ways that you utilize the AI and the environment and the sound, of course. Like, many different things can be utilized for this. Of course, if this was a nighttime map and, like, you know, there's enemy AI standing right there, you could possibly, like, just go ahead, aim and take out the light, and then light goes out, enemy AI, like, kind of panics and looks around. And, like, if this was obviously, like, Call of Duty or something, you hit them on the back or whatever. Or you can, like, take out light sources strategically to make it, like, harder for the enemy AI to see you at nighttime. Another cool thing would be being able to plant charges. I can't plant it because my hotkey from my recording is on there, so yeah, anyways. So another cool thing would be, like, say for example, if you had, again, the bomb mod that I have, you go ahead, plant the charge there, and like obviously use that explosion to your advantage. Like, most of the enemies will go there, and you know, but of course, as the game gets more difficult, you would have level of enemies, like, after making too much noise or too much destruction, the enemy will eventually start noticing you, and the alarm would go off. Like, after a while, the enemy would just say, screw it, call in reinforcements, and then the alarm goes off, and then, you know, then you only have a certain amount of time to get to the objective. God, I never get old. But another cool thing would be, like, for example, this power station. This power station, it's awesome. Like, it's a cool little detail that didn't need to really be added in, but it is. And I still don't know why, because, I mean, I guess, you know, for immersion, it's an awesome little detail to add in. But, like, a cool feature that could have been added in was making this actually do something. Like, when you blow it up, it blows up, and that's it. It just does a big explosion. That's it. I think it would have been cool to add in, oh god, to add in like a feature to where if you took out the power station, or if, you know, found the power switch or something, you could turn off power switches and, you know, disable electricity inside the facility. Now, of course, the power station would be heavily guarded by enemy AI. It would be hard to get in there, so you'd have to take a lot of time to clear them out, or find a way to get them away from that station. But that would be like your last plan. Like, another cool thing you could possibly do is, instead of going for the main power generator, you can, like, take that. Oh, it does. Is that a weight system? Because I didn't cut all the things yet. That's cool. But yeah, you could, like, take out the tower. I could just take it out. There we go. Now, of course, that was a loud noise, so the enemy, you would have to work fast before the enemy AI would get here. And you would leave. And of course, all the power would be going out because, or at least most of it, because you just took out, you know, power station or whatever. And of course, you could possibly find, I don't know, another thing. Since I'm using a mod, I can, like, see, another thing is cool with these mods becoming, you know, very handy to just be able to do stupid stuff like this. Like, mods to make this, I guess, in the sense of the word, redundant and trivial and just overall easy. Because you can just get in here, then you just be able to do whatever you want to do. Go ahead, cut this off. There goes the power. Wait, does that actually work? Because all the power just went out in there. Okay, no, it doesn't. I think I just hit the light or something. But you see, that would be a very cool mechanic to where, of course, you know, you use the... Take out the power, there'll be less lights the enemies would be able to see, and the enemies wouldn't be able to sound the alarms. Oh, I forgot I left this fire going. Oh, man. But yeah, that would be another cool little thing you can do, from, like, taking out certain spots and locations that would disrupt the power and environment and stuff, and, you know, there's just a lot of things you can do with this. Wonder. But anyways, that's all I really want to go over, just like how AI can obviously make this game like 20 times better, and how much more fun it would be, and like the creative stuff people could do with this game. Like, there's just so much potential for this game, from adding custom weapons, custom vehicles. Oh yeah, that's another thing I want to talk about. Not just, you know, ground AI obviously, but obviously like vehicle AI, or vehicle AI, or, you know, like the helicopter, for example. It would be awesome to have more than one flying vehicle AI. Sorry, excuse me. And like other things like that. So like, imagine like you had to worry about like a ground vehicle driving around, like police cars and whatnot. You know, driving around the area, making sure the area is secured and all that stuff. And it would be awesome, guys. So that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. I'm super excited. I'm pretty sure if the developers won't do it, the modding community definitely will. And I just can't wait. Can't wait to have awesome, cool little missions where you have to use your wits and the environment to your advantage, to where like you would have to sit in a container like this, wait for AI to like walk by. You know, pretty much making this a stealth puzzle game, or a loud puzzle game, or, you know, you disable AI and just run around the environment regularly like so. But it's all up to the modders and all up to the developer of the game and everything. So that's just my, you know, 2 cents on this. I would love... Oh. Ah, that's not gonna hit. There we go. I would personally love to have, you know, AI added. I'm obviously a big fan of having like a zombie apocalypse type mode for this game, or even like people are already remaking not the Reefs from Call of Duty Zombies, which is pretty cool. They're remaking that map and even making the vending machines, which is pretty cool. I would love to make COD Zombies like that. I mean, they can add so much with that, and it would be awesome. All this would just be amazing. I mean, we already have, you know, an ammo counter, thanks to, you know, modders like series. I don't know how to say their name still. But yeah, again, mods add so much to this game. I love it. Yeah, I know I'm not being very good at this, but... Oh, did I? Oh, no, I didn't get it. Hold on. There we go. There we go. That's good. But yeah, it adds so much, and I can't wait for more stuff like this. I can't wait for more mods. It's gotta be fun. A big mod is coming. A mod I've been dying for. And I'll, you know, talk about that more, and I'll talk about another possible, like, add-on to another mod that I've currently done videos on, and possibly the modder that I'm talking to might add it into their currently made mod and make that mod even more amazing. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you enjoyed my, food for thought and my ramblings, and I hope you, some of you or most of you agree with me, and I really do hope the developer does add AI eventually, or I know modders are gonna do it, so either way, it's gonna be done. And comment down below what you think, you know, discuss among yourselves and possibly with me, and tell me some of your ideas and all that stuff. If you don't want AI, that's fine. Everyone doesn't want AI in this game or in other games. They just want to explore the environments and play the base game the way it is. That's fine. You can do that without having to turn on the AI or installing mods. So it's no big deal. None of this affects you really, unless the developer makes AI, into the game, a permanent, always on type of deal. Then it affects you, but I doubt they would, do that since AI aren't even in the game. So, yeah, anyways, enjoy the video. Go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, comment down below what you all think. Tell me what you want me to do more videos on. And remember to take a step back and enjoy life. So, yeah. Peace.